Let's start with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The view has been expressed by those who know this subject that I was misled by amateur legal advisors who turned a serious legal issue into a circus and who misadvised him and who led him to sack people like Kanu Agabi SAN, Ikeazu SAN, Paul Erokoro SAN, who are handling the matter. Persons who, from the Court of Appeal in the previous matter, had already provided a template that could have provided a different outcome. And then you have these people, all these social media, Twitter lawyers, misleading him. So, do you agree with that view?
Well,
the situation what eventually happened in the Court of Justice of Motosho, could it have been avoided if the matter was handled differently?
Well, I do not know why he debriefed those lawyers. I also do not know why he decided to defend himself. But what is those are now in the realm of history or in the realm of the past. What now bothers many Nigerians was what happened on November 20th, the day he was sentenced, and the day he was convicted and eventually sentenced. Whether Nnamdi Kanu defended himself or not, what to many people is more critical and more important is the attitude of the judge and the justice of the matter. Don't forget that in criminal adjudication, one can only be convicted when there is preponderance of evidence, one, two, and when the prosecution is able to prove the case beyond all reasonable doubt. We are not saying all iota of doubt, but at least all reasonable doubt. And that justice must not only be done, but to be seen, manifestly be seen as having been done. The generality of the public of Nigeria and even the international community do not believe that justice was done in Nnamdi Kanu's case. Now, the whole issue about Nnamdi Kanu's matter beggars a lot of questions and defeats a lot of logic, because a lot of people, even Nnamdi Kanu himself had continued to say it, even rambunctiously in court, that they should show him the law with which he's being tried. Because by the time many people didn't understand, because all the people who were not privy to the charges and people who were not privy to the goings on in court were at a loss as to why would a man be charged for an offense that is not known to law in a criminal trial. Because a Nigerian statute book says that one cannot be tried for a law of an offense not codified and known to law.
Yeah.
And then
under the principle of fair
hearing,
sections 35 and 36.
Absolutely. And there is nothing like retrogressive action in law when it comes to criminal action. Yeah. We are not a military regime. Now,
but Nnamdi Kanu was charged under the old law.
Under the old law.
Terrorism.
He was charged under the 2020.
No, not under 2022. Under the older law of
2011. 2013, yeah. Not 2022, 2013. That was repealed.
That's the old law.
The old law that was repealed in 2022.
Yeah, but so the new law will not take effect.
No, don't forget that that charge under the old law got extinguished in October 2022. When
but the law, you yourself just said it, cannot have retroactive effect.
We cannot have retroactive effect.
Those are issues they will resolve at the level of appeal.
No. There is one major issue that is even on the open. Okay. Because in the first instance, don't forget that Nnamdi Kanu had earlier been acquitted by the Federal High Court before federal government went to Court of Appeal. And every moment an accused is acquitted, discharged and acquitted, he goes home from the court. He can only go back to the prison or to wherever he was detained to collect his personal items. If he doesn't want, he can abandon them there. If he doesn't want, he can go from there to his house. If he doesn't want, because at the end of the day, the federal government refused to release him. So at that point of that discharge and acquittal in October of 2022, the court became functus officio. So you can no longer hold on that old law. But by the time you saw the judgment from the Constitutional Court, it was referring to the 2013 charge. So that became a very, very strong issue against that judgment and against the entire procedure.
Okay.
So you heard this from this man. So actually, I don't know the man's name, but I find that very interesting because I try to make my finding and find out that everything this man is saying is true. I will drop the whole this thing on comment section. I find out that everything the man is saying is true. But the issue I have at hand here is our brother, barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, former Nnamdi Kanu legal representative. Sir, I respect you, but the way you are going about on this thing is very wrong. You are calling Maxwell and Ejiofor a social media lawyers. You are calling them all sort of name. I don't know why. It's like you have a personal vendetta with these guys because I didn't see anything wrong they do. By the way, Nnamdi Kanu dropped them as his legal counsel and decided to represent himself before this when this trial come up. And still yet, these men, they have been consistent going about providing a legal advice to the same man who dropped them. Now when they can't drop them, drop this man, what is his name? Chief Kanu Agabi, former Attorney General of Federation. Onyekashi, Onyeshi Ikpeazu. There is also Emeka Etieba, son, Dr. Joseph Akubo, Paul Irokoro, Mike Ozokome, Shoes Moma, San, Vincent Obeta. All these people have once represented Nnamdi Kanu, but I don't know why you choose to attack these two young men. These guys, they are doing a tremendous job because I see them as being fearless. I'm even surprised that after all your attack, you still come today and tweet that this case need a political solution first before appeal. And you still attack these people of messing up the whole case. So what did you expect them to do? I don't think that this thing is good at this moment. This is not the issue. People are busy talking about the judgment they gave Nnamdi Kanu, whether it's fair or not. And you are busy saying that it's the lawyers that mess up the case. While people are saying that the judgment wasn't fair. So I don't know why you are bringing all this issue here. This is not what we need now. What we need now is Nnamdi Kanu to be free. So I think you are totally wrong with the direction you are going. You are totally wrong with the direction you are going, sir. With all due respect, stop all this your social media posts trying to attack a lawyer like you just because they drop you as the Nnamdi Kanu legal team and choose them. Because for me, I understand that at the time you guys were working together, but you were later dropped, and Nnamdi Kanu choose to go with these guys. So I think maybe that is where your problem is coming from. I don't know where your problem is coming from, but this is not necessary, sir. Stop this your attack. Stop this your attack on these young men. Now they have traveled to Sokoto. You see how these guys are energetic. They are doing everything to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is being people are being aware of what is going on. That is what matters now, because even you now you are saying it's a political solution. So why are you attacking them? They have to keep people updated so that we will know when these people have by Nnamdi Kanu. We have to know what is going on, and they are consistent. These guys are consistent. You are attacking them unnecessary.